Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me on Drive Chats today. Whether you're listening to the podcast or watching the YouTube video, stay tuned because I've got some awesome information for you. Happy Monday, guys! I hope you guys are all having a good start to the week. I know the day just started, really, but I wanted to hop on and talk about how positivity can really affect your entire day. So if you wake up in the morning and you wake up with positive thoughts and you're just in that positive mood, it affects your whole day, and you can kind of experiment with it and see, the effect that it has on your whole day, on how you view things. For instance, this morning, I treated myself yesterday, so I was fully expecting for the scale to go up, and I wasn't worried about it. For the first time, I kind of have started shifting my mindset, and I've noticed it a lot pertaining to the scale, that when I stay positive, my journey is definitely affected. So staying positive is super, super important. So I woke up this morning, I went through the worst case scenario of what the scale was going to say in my head, but in a positive manner, not like, oh, it's probably going to be up like 5 pounds. And because one, I know that you can't gain 5 pounds in a day. I mean, unless you're eating like billions of calories. And two, because I fully expected this scale to be up. I enjoyed myself without any guilt. I was able to enjoy the event that I was at. I was able to engage. I wasn't, uncomfortable about the food. I made good choices. I enjoyed in moderation. And I just went into it as a positive thing. I planned ahead. I asked my friend who was hosting the baby shower what kind of foods were going to be there, so I was fully mentally prepared. And that really helped me to have a positive experience, but not only yesterday, but today. So I woke up, the scale was only up 0.6 pounds, which I know is a lot of water weight because I did have some Moroccan cookies, which are very sweet and things like that, and have nuts in them and whatnot. So I actually was so happy, and I found that positivity surrounding the scale was just affecting everything. It affected my workout. I was able to stay in that positive mindset, and I was really able to engage and be in that positive mindset the entire time. I definitely struggled. I decided I was really going to push myself today, bumped my weights up on a lot of the exercises, and eventually had to down my weights back to what I was using last week. And that's totally fine because I tried it. I got through at least one set or a few reps, and that was a positive experience for me. I didn't look at it as a failure. And I was listening to a podcast this morning that was talking about nutrition, and it's about a health show. If you don't follow that, or you don't follow Sean Stevenson on social media, you should definitely do that. He's awesome. He's one of the experts. And he had someone on talking about, the importance of nutrition. And he said like, fail forward. And failure is an opportunity, and it really just struck me. We fail to success. We fail to succeed. So that was awesome. It just seemed to tie into that positive mindset, that positive mood. And that really tied into my whole day. Even now, I was running a little bit late, not really late, but late to me because I like to be on time. And my 3-year-old was kind of, moseying around, and normally that would really, really bother me. But I'm just in such a positive place, just all around. And like, I'm so thankful for that, because there was a time where I wasn't in that positive place. And I wasn't in the mindset of, I didn't, I was letting little things bother me and affect my workouts and affect my nutrition and things like that. But today and within the last, I would say, month or so, I think it has a lot to do with what I'm fueling my body with, but also really a lot to do, it really has a lot to do with where I'm at in my mindset and with my body and with my, where I am and even my mental health, and how good I feel, how much energy I have compared to the past. And positivity really does affect the results you're having. If you look at everything, and of course you're going to have those days where you kind of question things, or we all have bad days, but really trying to find that positivity and say, hey, you know what, this thing is happening, but I can learn X, Y, and Z from it. So you look at these bad days as lessons and obstacles and things that once you get through them, you really just have these awesome victories in all aspects of your life. So today, like I said, I was late. My 3-year-old was just so slow. You know how they can be. And we still made it on time, and I was able, to, now I'm able to relax and get some things done while she's gone, and really just be in that positive productivity. Like, I'm setting my mind on doing X, Y, and Z while she's in school, and really trying to focus my energy into positive things, my podcasts, YouTube videos, learning and taking courses and educating myself, and fueling my body properly to help with, hormones and mental health and, energy and emotions, because we don't realize how the food we're eating really affects our emotions, especially when one day is not really going to ruin, a lot of progress or a lot of hard work, unless you let that one day where you didn't eat 100% on, and let's not even say that, because let's be honest, nobody's perfect. Nobody can eat 100% on all the time. So let's say when you have those treat days, you let it be a treat day or a treat meal or a treat snack, or a treat dessert or whatever. And the next day you get back on and you fuel your body and you let your body know, hey, this was just for one day. We're not going to be doing this all the time. And I have noticed for myself, since I started tracking my food, that when I eat a lot of simple carbs or sugar, things like that, it tends to affect my emotions over time, not necessarily in one day, but if I'm having a lot of sugar throughout the week or a couple weeks, I really notice that it really gets into my head, and I know there's science behind that, but personally, I think of myself as my own experiment, and I'm able to do a lot of trial and error, see what works, and teach others from my journey and my progress and what I've learned just by doing my own thing and figuring out what works best for me. So just remember, no matter what, and Monday is a really good day to really establish that positivity in your life. I am stopped at a stop sign or a stoplight, so don't talk and drive, don't hold your phone. So the positivity is definitely something that you can incorporate. I mean, even if it's a Sunday, why not, start with positivity? Maybe sit down and write out 3 things that you're grateful for, or 3 things that you're determined to make happen, during the week or whatever. But that positivity is so key in our results and throughout our entire journey. And staying positive is really going to help you get to a mindset where you are just able to take anything that comes at you and overcome it and feel like so accomplished and successful. And you're going to be able to, you're going to have this glow about you, and it's going to be a positive glow, and other people are going to see it, and it's going to impact them, and it's going to make them ask you, what are you doing different? What can I, like, what are your suggestions, your tips, your advice to do what you're doing, or how did you get to where you are mindset wise? I get that a lot. And it wasn't easy, and it's not, I can't say that I don't have those times of self-doubt, but more times than not, I'm in a good place. And that is like so many things. There's so many factors to that. And being that I do suffer from anxiety and depression, that's huge for me. Being positive was part of that. And being able to learn how to take that negative energy and just say, spin it, rephrase it, work on self-development and self-care, especially since I've started making myself a priority. I know a lot of times, especially as parents, especially moms, we really forget that we need to make ourselves a priority. We're too busy caring for our kids and our husband, and being there for friends, and we lose ourselves in the mix. We put ourselves on the back burner, and that is a key in mindset, but that's also a key in getting that positive vibe. So making self-care time, getting those workouts in, focusing on fueling your body with things that are going to make you feel good, over time, things that are going to fuel your body properly and get you those results that you're craving, and keep you on the journey, and keep you pushing through and overcoming so many things. It's super important. And so that is one. If you don't take away anything else from this today, I really hope you take away that positivity is just absolutely key to having positive results. It doesn't matter if you want to tone up, it doesn't matter if you want to lose weight, it doesn't matter if like for me, my time to work out and my time to fuel my body is my therapy. It's something that gives me a release for all of those negative moments and negative things that come my way. And I'm not a positive Patty all the time, but like I said, more times than not, I am able to rephrase the situation and really take something away from it, learn a lesson from it, because you're either learning a lesson or you're succeeding. I don't like to use the word failure, because I don't believe that if anybody truly tries and they're truly putting in the hard work, I don't believe that anybody fails. They can look at it as a lesson and say, this didn't work for me, so I need to try something else. And it takes a lot of trial and error. It's taken me 3 years to get to where I am. And actually even longer than that, because I've always struggled with my weight. I've always struggled with depression and anxiety. I was always the fat, funny friend, and I was never okay with it, but I just kind of took on that role because I thought that was what I was always going to be. I didn't believe that I could make those positive changes in my life, and I would never believe then that I would be here now where I am, mindset wise, and life, and just everything in general. And I'm not perfect at all, but I really try to make everything as positive as possible for the most part. And that's super key. So take away one thing from this. Please take away that there is a way to make everything positive. Learn in your journey. I know it's easy to get frustrated. I know that motivation ebbs and flows, and sometimes it's just not there. But you just have to go into your own mind and remind yourself that you are worth it. You have that greatness inside of you. You just have to seek it. You just have to believe in yourself and believe in your worth and believe that you are a priority. And that positivity will come. It won't come overnight. It'll take work. It won't always be easy, but you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. And I'm so happy to help, and I can't wait to watch and see you bloom and nourish that greatness that I know you have inside of you. So thank you so much for joining today. I hope this is helpful. I will be posting this on my podcast and my YouTube video, so stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys join me again on the next live. Thanks so much for tuning in today and sharing this time with me. Please stay tuned for future episodes and check out my podcast.